Those that are coming in love and light, positive vibes, good, clean, nice energy. Greetings and welcome, and thank you for stopping by here on TikTok Live. Come on in, those who are coming in with benevolence. I invite in benevolent energies. I welcome benevolent energies. All right. Hope you all are doing well. We're still in the phases of the new moon. I think the new moon was it was yesterday. And so they say three days before, during, and then 3 days after. So we may still feel a little bit of the energies, but it's certainly feeling better, right? I don't know what you guys are experiencing. You guys could have been having dreams. You guys could still be releasing. Some of you could be releasing in dreams. Past life shit could have come up in dreams. Some of you may be dreaming of your karmics. Karmics may be astral projecting, which is going to cost them severely. But a lot of this stuff is being released. So congratulations. Now, before I get into what I really want to talk about, because the title says why they can't normalize ... Why they can't normalize ... Okay. And it was inspired by a post. It was someone posted a comment. And I felt what the person was saying. And I was like, okay, I get it. Like, it was coming from a heart of somebody that is kind of questioning the universe and the world. Like, why is it difficult for people to be authentic or real in dating situations? And so we're going to get into that in a minute. But I want to give you guys an announcement. I'm not ignoring anybody. So you guys may not have noticed that you could have been commenting on some of my shorts, but the way my settings are, I have my settings to where I have to go back and I have to check and review and see if there's been any comments made, and if there were, whether or not I want to approve them. So I just haven't had time really to go back, because normally I would try to go back, screen and check, and then if I felt it was appropriate, non-insulting and all that, then I would approve. Okay? So I haven't done that. So I just wanted to say that for the high vibers, to my high vibe tribe. It ain't like that. I'm not ignoring anybody, but I do screen. Okay? I'm like taking back the power, because I have the power. So I'm taking back the power as it pertains to my creations. It's like, yeah, we're not doing that, especially as we're still cleaning up a lot of energy. So, but those of you that's in good energy towards me and what I do, I just want to say much love and respect. It ain't never like that. I'm not ignoring you all. Okay. So, man, I could barely see the screen. Shit. If y'all coming in, love and light, could y'all share, tap on the screen, be supportive, bitch, or whatever, right? Show that you're here in love and light, high vibes, positivity, right? Those of you who are deciding to stay, I hope the connection's good. It looks good. But anyway, do I have anybody here that's in some decent energy? If I have haters, please exit stage left. And go to something more to your resonance, but grow up. Okay? If I'm not for you, I'm not for you. So go to something that is. But those of you who are in good energy, show that you are. Okay? Because I don't have a problem with blocking. Y'all should know this by now. Oh, Bloomy ain't thirsty. Okay, well, hold up. Let's see if somebody's in the light. Okay, I got one person, because I'm about to end the live. Block. And please don't take it personal. It's just that I'm a full adult grown. I'm a full grown woman. Okay, I'm not just chronologically grown. I'm a full grown woman. I don't have time for petty shit. So, every so often you guys will hear me go into that energy. It's like, go on with yourself. Okay? Go on with yourself. I'm going to block you. People gonna keep recreating fake profiles, and I'm gonna keep blocking, and that's the way we roll. You heard? Somebody says, Wolf sent you live once. You're live once. Oh, okay. Thank you. Those that are in positive energy. I appreciate y'all. For real, for real, for real, for real, for real. Okay. So, boom, bitch. Okay. Now, to the discussion. Why they can't normalize ... The young lady was referring to, like, I guess she, I'm assuming based on her post, maybe she ran across a gentleman, met somebody, and y'all know the story. The person maybe couldn't allude to the fact that they just wanted to ... Like they didn't want dating, or should I say they didn't want courtship, they didn't want a relationship, they didn't want a potential relationship, they didn't want potential courtship, they wanted sex. So she was trying to say, where I saw it, she was trying to say they could have just said what it is. She said they could have just said what this was. We really need to normalize it. That's what she said. They could have just said what this really was. We really need to normalize it. And I want to talk about why they can't. Because I know people scratch their head. I know people be like, okay, this is 2020, whatever. This is the age of, whatever goes. Boom, bitch. This is the age of que sera, sera. Wooty woo. This is the age of anybody will fuck you for the right price. This is the age of, what I'm saying? This is the age of anything goes. So why is it that people are still operating in the energy of pretend when it's not necessary? We have too many easy pick-me chicks and dudes that are readily available for fun and play. Right? So here's my take. I know it's wrong. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense and it's not fair, but this is the truth. Usually these are individuals that they don't want courtship or a relationship necessarily, but they like the feeling, the frequency, and the emotions and the investment of the energies that they get from a person when they portray that they do. What do I mean? So these individuals feel like, okay, even though they still may get the sex, if they come with the, raw and uncut truth out of the door, out of the gate, that the other individual, even though they still might entertain the thought of sex with them, but they may not dote on them. They may not put in as much energy, attention, stroking, affirmations, dedication that they would if they thought that this could be a potential relationship. So if I allude to the future faking that I might want to court, I might want a relationship in the future, then this person is going to go into what I call audition mode and be trying to perform and prove how good of a woman or how good of a man, they're going to work extra super hard because they're in audition mode, right? So they're going to be stroking me. They're going to be piling it on. They're going to be catering. They're going to be super extra. They're going to be sacrificing and all these things because they think there's a possible future. So people like to absorb and receive that energy. They don't, though they have no true interest in any type of mature courtship, because dating and courtship is a little different. So they have no interest in any type of mature courtship or any future of longevity or really solid commitment, but they want the feel of it. Okay? I know that's a lot, but it's true. Because if it was just about the technical sex, you know what I'm saying? Right? Some might say, well, why is that a problem? Because the truth of the matter is these people be empty. And they're looking for validation. And so if they future fake with you, then they're going to get you in an energy of constantly trying to, like I said, audition mode. If they were straight up with you, because some of you may say, well, I wouldn't be mean to them, or I'll pay them a compliment, or boom, bitch, obviously. Okay, if there's some sexual attraction and heat, so it's not like you're going to be mean necessarily. No, but see, you're also not going to be overly vested, right? You're not going to be pouring what in. If you know that the individual is made it clear to you that they don't want courtship, they don't want a future courtship or committed relationship, or you think about this now, are you going to overly emotionally invest in that person knowing the facts from the gate? You're not going to. You're going to put up some boundaries. And like them, you're going to seek other options. So usually these people are selfish because they're always entertaining, but they don't want you to. So, because they want to hog all of the love and affection and energy that you have to offer in the name of this potential future courtship, or potential future committed relationship, or potential future marriage. You see how that goes? So we might as well see, when I saw the young lady's post, I'm like, I feel her, but this is not something that's going to change. We can say, I wish and how come? I wish and how come? Folks need to be real. I wish and how come? People need to just keep it on the 100. I wish and how come? We're in 2023. The time of anything goes. I wish and how come? Because there's so many people that would be willing to fuck them when they first meet. There's so many people that would be willing to be just that, a fuck buddy. There's so many people that don't mind that at all. Okay? Not at all. Not the least bit. Okay? Because they got, just like the man may have a lot of Jeanettes, hell, they got them a lot of Johns, bitch. You see? But the situation be that these people are selfish and entitled and greedy. They want to be spread thin, but having all these prospective individuals pouring into them as if they're actually committed. You see it? Do y'all catch it yet? This is not going to change. So we might as well stop wishing it. Like, to me, this is the point of going along with all the things I teach about, the readings that come out, the point of sharpening that intuition. Because, see, chances are these types of individuals, or they're gonna, honey, sorry to tell you, they're going to be professional liars. And the things that they present to you are gonna always be what? Plausible. What do I mean by that? Let's go over the classics. I'm busy. I had to work late. My mama died. My daddy died. My mama's sick. My daddy's sick. My kid's sick. I'm sick. I fell asleep. I passed out. My phone was not charged. I had a business trip. Because, it depends on, their socioeconomic status and things of that nature. But the good old classics. These are plausible, aren't they? Could this not be true? Right? These are plausible. That's a real thing. Okay. I had to go to a family reunion. Okay. I lost my phone. I'm just throwing out the good old classics. How people are able to maintain their double lives, or the fact that they're entertaining more than one person. Right? I was at the gym. I was at the gym. Right? 7 hours. I was at the gym. Right? Okay. I'm just throwing out all these things to y'all. That's because people are waiting and expecting people who are already wired to be this way to become different. Okay? Like, I don't know. I told them. I hear this constantly. I don't know. I told them, just be real with me. I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? All they had to do, is just be real with me, you know what I'm saying? They just could have kept it on a 100. Shit. I ain't fragile, you know? I don't y'all know how we be saying. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm easy to talk to. You heard? All they just needed to do. Well, honey, it's because, see, it ain't about if you easy to talk to and you gave them ample opportunity, because it was never about you. It's about what they like and what they don't want to lose if they go around telling everybody that all they want to do is fuck. If they go around telling everybody, yes, I am messing with other people. Yes, I'm married. Yes, I'm in a polyamorous situation. And I got other shit outside of the polyamorous situation. Yeah. Yes, I do. I go to sex raves or whoop. And they ain't fencing to get no doiting. You know what I'm saying? They they know that if they come with that kind of energy, they not fencing to get no woman. If it's, let's just say, if it's a man and a woman, it's the man that's wanting this crazy shit. They ain't finna get no woman finna play Betty Crocker to their ass. They ain't finna get no woman, you know what I'm saying, trying to do acrobatics and fucking, you know what I'm saying? They not finna get no woman, you know what I'm saying, trying to go out, figure out dates and, you know what I'm saying, make sacrifices. They ain't finna get that shit. They know that if they come with that, chances are the woman may, here where I'm going, if she's even interested in his sexcapade offer, it'll be at her availability. So if she don't feel like fucking and being bothered, since that's all it is, he knows that, it ain't gonna be easily accessible to him. But if he pretends relationship, it'll be more easily accessible, and he can pick and choose as he wish. So hopefully we learn, right? Time, trial and error. You know what I'm saying? We've all been through it. But hopefully we just get to a place of acceptance. Your discernment and intuition and wisdom lessons and being able to be observant, not paranoid, but observant. Okay, we do have to call shit now. We do have to learn how to pay attention to patterns, not happenstance, because everybody can be busy. All of these things are plausible. People could be at work and not everybody keeps their, you know what I'm saying? There's all these situations. So not taking this to the extreme, but if certain patterns we need to be looking at, okay? Because motherfuckers ain't always busy and sick and somebody ain't always dying and bitch, you know what I'm saying? So we got to look at that. The tendencies, the person's patterns, okay? Versus what they're saying to you. versus what they're saying. Okay? And please, I can almost sense somebody going like, wow, paranoid, or this has nothing to do with paranoia or brokenness. This is wisdom. People always try to pull those terms when they want people to take down their boundaries and want people to not pay attention to their fuckery. Somebody that's operating healthily don't have a problem with nothing that I said, I promise you, because they don't have hidden dishonor. Ain't no tricks, ain't no secrets, ain't no, so they don't have a problem because they know, like, I don't mean any harm. I'm not trying to get something for nothing. I'm not trying to pull the wool over someone's eyes. So I don't have a reason to fucking be bothered. The people that be bothered is the ones because it's disrupting their fucking program. You're putting a monkey wrench in their otherwise smooth hold'em. Okay? So then they'll pick fights with you. You see what I'm saying? When you start expecting, that's a pattern to pay attention to. When you start expecting something, watch the irritation levels go up. Watch how all of a sudden you're the most horrible person, or, oh, I think this is just not going to work out anymore. Yeah, because you're kind of requiring reciprocity. Right? So this is why they can't normalize ... Some of you may say, is there anybody out there? Of course. All things being equal, all things in balance. Yes, of course there are people on the earth that can operate like that. But our job is to learn how to discern. Learn how to discern. Okay? And release the need for a lot of proofs, because I used to live like that. I was like, dun 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 dun, and people began busted because my intuition was already telling me shit, and then I would go on investigation, dun dun dun, like, busted, bitch. Can we say busted? But who wants to live like that? See, those are the, when we're going through our own healing and woundedness and stuff like that, okay. But hopefully we get through those phases and stages, develop, and stop, giving attention into those things. If someone is lacking honorable intentions and ways towards us, when we start to sense this, and we have, collected fair enough data, whether this be we have watched with patterns and we have tried a certain level of mature communication and so forth, okay, then it's up to us to go call it now. Okay, no, there's no more conversations, because with these types, they use that for gaslighting. So you have to put an end to that. They use the fact that you're going to always attempt to come what? Talk to them. You're going to always attempt to come. Somebody says, yes, I will know. Right? Requirement, self-respect. Right? Y'all know what I'm saying, because we've all been there. They expect, if that's who you were, you the tendency to want to work things out, bitch. You want to talk shit out, bitch. You heard? So they bank on that kind of energy of like, okay, they going to come to me because they going to want to try to talk about it and figure it out. So stop caring and stop trying to talk about it and stop trying to figure it out. It's going to drive them bonkers. But it's necessary so that you can move on and to mature. Who wants to live like that? Like, when we start asking these deeper questions after we come out of the highs and lows of adrenaline rushes and saga, when you come out of that, what grown motherfucker, I should rephrase that, what grown motherfucker, okay, I ain't talking about kids, youngsters, and when I say kids and youngsters, I'm talking about people that's immature as well, but what grown motherfucker want to live like that? You heard? Ain't nobody got no time. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Okay? And it starts to feel lighter and better. Like when we look at it from that perspective, right? Like, look how much time you cut. Look, I mean, when we start analyzing, like, boom, bitch. Look at the time wasted that you've cut by stop going round for round trying to figure out a crazy motherfucker. Or a part of somebody's game, somebody's supply. By removing yourself and saying, nah, my friend, you're going to have to go to Karmicville to get the remaining bits of your supply, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't happening in Divineville. You heard? We smell it. Once we done significant healing, we smell this shit. Right? We be like, might as well not even come over here. This is going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you more than me. Guaranteed. Right? So, y'all know what I mean by that. It's like, it doesn't serve for people to try to fuck with you at that phase of your life. Okay? And like I said, this acceptance, like, believe it or not, it is on some level about accepting. Not the toxic form of acceptance, but accepting. Like, once, when people show you by their choices and actions who they want to be and who they are and who they're showing up as and what they're going to be, there's an old saying, like, believe it. And what? Accept. Accept. This is who this person is. And your love and affection ain't about to change that, friend. And don't listen to me. Let me drop a bomb. Don't get it twisted. Don't think they go on and become wonderful. They don't become wonderful. They don't. They hide well, and it depends on what they run into, who's willing and, to tolerate their toxicity. That's kind of the way this shit goes. If people stay in that energy, they don't just go off and go, okay, oh, now I'm wonderful and now I'm all super. No, you're not. No, you're not. They're not. Another thing is, don't take it personal. And it is very personal, I know. Because, it's personal, but it's not personal. It's about the individuals. Who we are and what we do and don't do is about us. It's about who we are. So people's mistreatment of you, people with hidden dishonor, all that's about them. That's not about you not being good enough. That's not about you not being fine enough. That's not about you not being smart enough. That's not about you not being pretty enough. That's not about you not having enough. It's about them. It's about their lack of moral. It's about their lack of integrity. It's about their immaturity. It's about their lack of development. Because whether or not you were for them, an integral person, a mature person is going to operate differently. I promise. That's why I don't advocate for, with the right person, they're going to be. No. I think it's more about when someone is ready in a space of time to grow the fuck up. Because whether or not someone's right for a person, an integral person is going to handle it with integrity. Promise. That's why I don't buy that shit. I'm like, ain't no real decent motherfucker. Y'all might as well say that. Ain't no real decent motherfucker gonna be cruel and abusive to a woman or a man. Just because they're just not that interested. You hear me? That's what I'm saying. Not somebody of integrity, not somebody that's mature, not somebody that's healed, not somebody that's whole. Yeah, come on. Not somebody that's decent. Now some fucked up motherfuckers, yeah. Immature motherfuckers, yeah. Let's separate the boys from the men now. Because a man of valor, since this is a term they like to use, they're going to behave that way. Not just quote it. So when they come across a woman that they're not into, they're not, first and foremost, I bet you this, they're not going to waste her time. They're not going to be insulting. They're not going to be rude. They're not going to be insensitive. They're not going to be misleading. They're not going to use her to buy time until they find the woman they feel is more suitable. Not a real man of valor. Yeah, I said that. Somebody says 1224 integrity. Yeah, somebody says absolutely. And this goes both ways. So let's keep it fair and neutral. All things being equal. A woman, a virtue, right? All things being equal. So this is all about what? Maturity. So even if a woman of virtue, let's play with it. Let's have some fun. Let's be the devil's advocate here. Okay? Because this is not about judging people's choices of what they desire. It's the way they do things. So a man and woman of valor and virtue, if they're in a phase and stage of their life where maybe they are not interested in courtship at the time, and they're just selective about like their sex life, but they're not interested in courtship, they're not interested in a major commitment or anything like that, but they are selective and mindful of their energy and their sexual energy, but they're going to be straight up with the individual. No trickery. There's not going to be any mixed signals. In other words, saying something on a technicality, but then trying to mix the signal to keep a person in this energy of thinking that maybe there's more. Like they're going to be careful about that as to not want to mislead. Now, if somebody takes it wrong, still, now they're clear. They're free and clear. Because it just depends on what their energies were, their motivations, their intentions, and all of that. Right? Hope that makes sense. So let's just release this, attitude or this wanting of all humanity to be a certain way that it's just not going to happen. So hopefully we're just learning, we're growing, which helps us to better cycle out than maybe when we were a little younger, than a year ago, than 2 years ago, than 3 years ago. We're not getting caught up in the same games. Women, is said, now I don't know how, absolute this is, but it is said, you get a woman with words, get a man with their eyesight, but this is why we need to become evolved beings. Because, honey, if that's all it takes, this is why most of us get tricked. Can we say tricked? Because of the eyes, with the eyes for the man. And for the woman, with her ears. Because all it took was what he said. And for him, all it took was what he saw. And then everybody gets mad when, oops, eureka. I have just been catfished. Energetic catfish, spiritual catfish, soul catfish. In other words, shit wasn't what you thought. greatest lessons of all time. I promise y'all, it's worth it. Your healing, your growth, your ascension, and this development and maturity, it's worth it. Sure, it's volatile, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Because you become more and more unfuckwittable. You become more and more disinterested. You become more and more with being able to sniff out and not having to waste 6 months of your life to figure out if the motherfucker legit. Or waiting to find pounds and pounds and mounds and mounds of proof because you're dealing with a psychopath or a sociopath. If you're dealing with sociopathic types, it's going to be rare, few, and in between that you come across physical facts because they're that good. Okay? You don't want to waste your life on that. All right? All right, guys. So that's why they can't normalize that. You heard? Keep it pushing. 2023 is time for us to be free. And being free means we have to be free. From our inside out, because it starts there. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. I don't know the words. Be so shallow, right? It starts with our mind. And then freeing ourselves. Take yourself off of the hamster wheel of dating fuckery. You deserve better than that. But it's up to you to know that. And it's up to you to stand for that. And it's up to you to fight for that. All right? Give them hell, yo.